But here's the important thing. It's about ceding power. It's about taking control of the masses, the general population, as they move us to a new economic model, a new economic system. And the paradigm changes for good. I talk a lot about this in my private courses. Of course, our gold course, which we just launched, I talk about all this. In fact, I basically give a roadmap on what to do. I encourage you to read the syllabus because I am very, click the link below, very, very concerned. And here's my point. I want people to take action. Imagine if you had the hindsight in 2008 and 09, before that crisis hit, to get out, okay, to diversify your investments, to prep. Well, and the spectrum is big. It's not just, again, it's not about money. It's about spiritual battle. It's about what we are fighting as humanity, as they're merging us with machines. And we see this new technology, and a common theme of all this, having studied hundreds of projects, by the way, in the blockchain industry, and doing a ton of work in that area, not to mention precious metals. But one of the common themes that I've seen as you see the forest through the trees of what's moving forward is augmented reality, machine learning, and artificial intelligence is becoming the future. It could become, as Elon Musk said just not too long ago as he was being interviewed, our worst nightmare, a worst case scenario. Again, you need to understand, this is a paradigm shift. Okay, we can wake up in a heartbeat, in a moment, and they'll tell us that the dollar is no longer. They're now going to use an international basket of currencies, of different fiat, a smorgasbord. Okay, we see this at the World Bank and all these new competitor financial banks, central banking type systems. Today, predominantly, we see this coming from China and Russia right now. Okay, we see this with the sanctions that the United States has been pushing on these countries. We see this with fiat dollar collapse in places like Venezuela. We've seen this in Iran as a result of sanctions. We've even seen this with the ruble in recent years. America's enemies, right? The boogeyman. All of this is about to bring back and forward great change. Great change. And it's important that you are prepared. It's important that you see the forest through the trees before this storm hits. You know, Moses was on the mountaintop and he received the commandments from God, the law. And he came back and he saw that the people below him, this is in the book of Exodus, were worshiping idols. They were worshiping a golden calf, and he threw the stone tablets on the ground and they crumbled before him. Okay? And they were judged by him. My point is, history is repeating itself. People, the great masses, I don't think see what's coming. More importantly than that, it's more important not just to see what's coming, but to actually do something about it. Okay, you need a plan, you need a strategy, you need a roadmap, you need to be preparing now before it hits. I always say this, you don't want to be rushing to the grocery store during a crisis, during Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Florence. You want to be prepared already. So you want to be prepared across all these baskets. But most importantly, as we talk about the financial markets today, you want to be prepped and ready with your investments. Okay, so it's very important. Please share this video, get it out. I just want to do this off the cuff because I'm so concerned. And let me give you an idea of what's coming. 2/3 of the U.S. stock market goes poof in a heartbeat. Banks close. There's a run on the banks. You can't get your money. It's all digital. There's a run on food. There's a run on water. There's war. You know, it's easy to, the people are malleable during war. They'll do anything. We saw this post-September 11, 2001. We've seen this throughout history before. During a time of, we saw this post-Pearl Harbor, which was a guise for the entrance into World War II to fight some other great evils in the world, obviously. People will do anything when they're in a state of fear. And this is the financial elites know this. They're moving to a new economic model. They're moving to a new economic system. Not just with the blockchain, but they're de-dollarizing and they're planning for collapse of the US dollar here in the United States of America. And there will be grave consequences as a result. So please be prepared. Please educate yourself now and let the cynics laugh. Okay, they've got a very myopic view. They're the non-believers. Let them be non-believers. Be prepared. Even if we're wrong, even if I'm wrong, you're going to be better off. Okay, I look at gold and silver, for example. I've reviewed pricing in our course, which we just launched yesterday. Even if I'm wrong, gold and silver doubles, if not triples, in the current inflationary environment. Not to mention if I'm